All right, today we're doing something a little different. We're going to perform an anatomy lesson on a modern internet diss track. We're going to slice it open piece by piece to really understand how these digital attacks are constructed and what makes them tick. Let's dive in. Okay, so you hear online like optical earthworm, and what are you even supposed to think? It's weird, right? And that's exactly the point. It's meant to throw you off balance from the very beginning. This isn't some logical argument. This is verbal combat, and the weapons are surreal, personal, and designed to get stuck in your head. So let's just be super clear about what we're dealing with. A diss track isn't just a song with a few mean lyrics. Nope. Its entire purpose, its reason to exist, is to be a direct assault. It is a performance of pure aggression, and that's the framework we have to use to figure out what's really going on here. Every attack has to have a target, right? But in the world of diss tracks, the opening move isn't just to name them. It's about completely tearing down their identity and rebuilding it into something else, something grotesque or maybe even just pathetic. And boom, there it is. The first shot fired is a full government name, Matthew Jacob Swanson. Using the whole name, that's not an accident. It's a power move. It tethers this whole coming storm of insults to a real flesh and blood person, making it perfectly clear this isn't abstract. It is deeply personal. But, as soon as that real name hits, it gets buried. Just completely snowed under by this barrage of bizarre, totally dehumanizing labels. He's not Matthew Jacob Swanson anymore. He's this collage of insults. You can literally feel his identity being chipped away with each line. And this line? Wow. A clam jammed up, naked, no shell or artillery. I mean, you can just picture it, can't you? It paints this incredibly vivid image of weakness, of total vulnerability. A clam without its shell, it's got nothing. It's completely exposed, defenseless. That's the picture the artist is trying to paint. So how do you actually do that? How do you tear someone down so completely with just words? Well, let's pop the hood and take a look at the arsenal, the actual linguistic weapons being fired here. The most basic fundamental weapon you'll find in pretty much any diss track is the ad hominem attack. It's a classic. You're not attacking someone's argument. You're attacking them. You're basically saying your ideas don't matter because you are fundamentally a bad person. And it doesn't get much more direct than this. There's no fancy wordplay here, right? It's just a sledgehammer, a direct hit to his character, designed to poison the well and make you dislike him before he's even said a word. But the attacks can get way more surgical than that. Check out this move, what we can call the association attack. It's a 3-step process. Step 1, mention his family has German ancestry. Step 2, vaguely connect his mom to a name with Nazi associations. And then, and this is the really slick part, Step 3, loudly denounce Nazism. See what happened there? The artist plants the poison, creates this ugly connection, but then gets to act like they're on the moral high ground. It's a seriously calculated move. Now, for any of this to work, the artist has to make themselves look credible, right? So they create this really simple contrast. It's, I'm a Florida boy bitch, which reads as, I'm real, I'm authentic, versus you're an Ohio fake king. He's fake, I'm real. It's the oldest trick in the book. Build yourself up by pushing someone else down. And the weapons aren't just original insults. The artist is grabbing ammo from pop culture too. You see names like Jake Paul, Amber Heard, the Taliban. These are rhetorical shortcuts. The artist doesn't have to explain why they're bad. They just borrow all the negative baggage we already associate with those names and slap it right onto their target. Super efficient. Okay, but here's where things get weird. This whole thing isn't just a straight line of aggression. There's a moment, a crack in the armor, that honestly changes how you see the entire track. So it makes you stop and ask, is this really all just an attack? Is it pure one-dimensional hostility? Or is there something else going on here, something hiding just underneath all that anger? And then you get this, a complete break in character. The artist just stops and admits, listen to this drunk. I know I said I was going to quit, and I caved. This sudden confession, it's jarring. It completely punctures that tough guy persona. All of a sudden, you see this flawed, maybe even hurting person behind the monster mask. And it makes the whole thing feel so much more complex and, frankly, kind of tragic. So if this isn't just about being the biggest, baddest person in the room, then what's the point of it all? what is the actual goal here? This brings us to the final part of our dissection, figuring out the track's true purpose. And if you just listen to the lyrics, the goal is spelled out pretty clearly. It's provocation. It's all about getting a reaction. He claims to be a menace. He says the truth always hurts. He even says, now I'ma sing just to piss you off, and then flips on autotune to do exactly that. The entire song is engineered to bait his target into responding.
And then he drops this line, just to make sure you absolutely get it. This isn't for fun, bitch. There's no ambiguity there. He's telling you flat out, this isn't a game. This is serious. This is designed to do damage.
Which really leaves us with this big, messy question, doesn't it? In this digital world, this arena of online performance, where does the act stop and the real person begin? When an artist breaks character to confess something so raw and personal in the middle of a brutal takedown, you have to wonder, how much of this is a show and how much is just reality spilling out in all its messy, complicated glory?